as we move into module number 6, which is get focused, refocus, so that you can stay focused. I've been saying that throughout the previous modules, but I want to break that down. What do I mean when I talk about get focused and to refocus? It's quite simple. Number one, all of us go through periods of focus. There are times that we focus in on something. The problem is we tend to focus at the wrong time on the wrong things. And so it's not that people lack focus, it's that they lack the ability to focus on the right things at the right time and for the right reasons. Now, some of us, we call these distractions. It's almost as if, for example, I'm focusing in on talking to someone, and yet I hear conversations over here, and I turn to focus in on that conversation. Then there's a conversation on this side. I turn to focus in on that conversation. I'm constantly focusing, refocusing, but not having the ability to stay focused on any one thing. For some of you that are in business, it could be a new software. Maybe you have downloaded a software. Maybe you've purchased a software system. Then you get an email or a phone call that says, hey, there's a new XYZ software package that's guaranteed to solve all of your automation issues. And you forget, I just ordered a system. And so you go over here and you download or order system number 2. Then a couple of days go by and you get another email. Purchase this brand new system, guaranteed to make your life simpler. So what do? You go and you purchase that. By the end of the month, you may have 3 different systems and you've not implemented any of them. It's the same with books. I know people that purchase books but never read them. Likewise, I know people that purchase training programs just to say they have it. Never open the box, never go through the modules, never do the work. And they wonder why they don't have the level of success that they would have had if they had focused on one thing. And so when we talk about get focused, what we're actually saying is follow one thing through from start to completion. From start to completion. You see, most people are very good at starting things. I had a good friend told me one time, he said, Lyman, I'm the best starter I know. The problem is I'm a lousy completer. I'm very good at opening. I'm lousy at closing. I'm very good at introductions. I'm lousy at follow through. You see, focus really is about being able to follow a course or a sequence of events, to see it through, to stay the course. That's really what this program, Extreme Power Focus System, is about. To teach you how to get rid of those debilitating psychological, people, process distractions, so you can increase your productivity. And later we're going to conclude as we move into the next session of showing you how to turn your priorities into profits. Now, here's the key. All of us, even myself, I'm known as the #1 African American focus expert in the world, in the country. I was given that honor by Peak Performers Institute out of Washington, D.C. The #1, matter of fact, Google me, you'll find the #1 focus expert, #1 African American focus expert in the country. Many would contend in the world. But even myself go through periods of extreme focus. Then there are times where, yes, I lose focus. And that leads me to the second part, to refocus. You see, it's almost like a camera lens. Even though you have that camera in perfect focus, depending on the lighting, depending on the environment, you may have to readjust the lens. In other words, you may have to refocus. You see, all of us go through periods of focus and lost focus, where we need to recalibrate, readjust our sights to compensate for the distractions that we deal with. And so when I talk about refocusing, it doesn't mean that you're bad. It doesn't mean that you lack focus, that you're unable to concentrate or stay in the moment. It simply means that some environmental influence has changed your sights and you need to recalibrate. For me, I go through this process daily. There are times where I'm at work and a song comes on, and for a moment I'm like, oh yeah, hey, refocus. Oh, okay. I get to the song later. There are times where I'm reading, preparing for a speech or training or something, and the TV is on. And maybe my favorite show is about to come on, or a show I've been waiting for. And momentarily, I lose focus. But I quickly snap back. Remember earlier I said your physiology influences your psychology, your state. I live a life of focus. And part of being focused is having the ability to adjust your sights. Sometimes you may need to change your perspective. Sometimes you need to change your vantage point. Look at it from someone else's angle. Look at what you're doing from a different point of view. Excuse me. All of that is part of refocusing. And when you get focused, the ability to eliminate psychological, people, and process distractions, you're able to refocus, recalibrate, realign, readjust, get back in the game. Then you're able to stay focused or to concentrate. Remember earlier we said that focus is all about paying attention to what's in front of you. Concentration is the ability to stay there for some period of time. Now, here's the problem with a lot of people. In my travels all over the country, I've noticed that there are two types of individuals. There are those that are extremely focused and unproductive. I've also met people that were extremely productive. I'll call it busy, but lacked focus. So the ability to get focused, refocus, and stay focused is more about balance, harmony. All of us go through periods, like I said, where we need to readjust our sights, readjust our focus so that we can stay focused. Well, this concludes Module 6. So let's celebrate. Wow, we're moving ahead. In our next module, we're going to talk about time. I told you it was coming up. We're going to deal with the issue of time. I hear people say all the time, I just don't have enough time. Really? Let's talk about it in our next module. I'll see you.